Hello, my name's Alexis, and today we're doing January favorites and nopes. Since I've been on hiatus, some of this stuff is also from December, so it's kind of December and January favorites and nopes. So I have quite a few things to talk to you about for once, so let's just get started. So let's start with favorites. The first thing I have is the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This was the Weekly Wow a couple times at Sephora. I got it the second time it was the Weekly Wow. I can't believe how much I like this thing. The highlight colors I haven't played with too much yet, but I've been using the, let's see, what shades are these? Java and Light Sculpt. I've been using Light Sculpt to sculpt and Java to bronze, and I've been doing that when I'm just doing like very minimal makeup because they just look so natural. Like they're such natural looking shades, like when you blend them out onto the skin, it's like, yes, this is definitely what my cheekbone looks like. I'm definitely this bronze. So I've really been liking this. I didn't think I would because I don't really like the powder one, the powder contour kits very much, because I feel like the tones aren't right for contouring and all that. Wow, I can't speak. But the cream ones are great. I've been really enjoying this. Next I have a mascara from Clinique. This is the High Impact Lash Elevating Mascara. This is their newest mascara. When the brand rep came in and she was like training us on this, I was like, yeah, sure, it definitely does all that. And then I got it and I tried it and I was like, oh my god, it does what it says it's gonna do. So this is one of those things also where I'm doing minimal makeup, like no makeup basically, and I'll use this. I don't even have to curl my lashes with this. It like curls my lashes itself, which is amazing because my lashes like stick straight out. But with this, I don't even have to curl my lashes. And if I do curl my lashes, it makes my lashes so long, they're like touching my eyebrow. So this is just amazing for length and curl. It's just great. It just opens up my eye so much. It gives me so much lash. Next, I have the Prism palette from Anastasia. I have used almost every color in this palette. Sphere is the one I haven't used yet. Bless you, Peanut. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this shade, but I absolutely love this palette. The formula for this is more like the Modern Renaissance and not like Subculture, so if you were not too sure about getting this, I would say do it before they take it off the market because this is limited edition. Definitely get this because the shadows are not Subculture shadows. They are Modern Renaissance shadows and they're fantastic. They're so easy to work with. They're so pigmented. The colors in this are beautiful. I love these like jewel tones that they have in here, like Throne and like, what is this one? Osiris. They're just so pretty. They're just great shadows. I love this palette. Next, I'm showing you in a duo, but we're focusing on the blush, so just pretend the highlighter's not here. This is S214. Is that what this is? Yes, from Makeup Forever. I love this blush. It looks like a lot in the pan. You guys know I'm not big on blush. I like my nothing blushes that give you a hint of color, but it's not like, hey, look at all this blush I have on. This looks scary in the pan, but if you use a light hand with it, it's still a nothing blush. It's pinker than some of my other blushes, like the Hourglass Mood Exposure that I really like. This is pinker than that, so it gives me a little bit more color, but it's still not like blush, because I don't like that. So definitely like this color. If you've been looking at it and you've been afraid of it, definitely try it out. The duo, this duo they still have online, I think, if you wanted to try like a mini version of it, because this is only like a half size, I think. But yeah, this blush, this is a really nice blush. I like the formula of them also. Moving on to some skincare, where is it? This is Snow Fairy body conditioner from Lush. I said to Jackie one day, I was like, Jackie, my skin on my legs is so dry. I was like a snake. My legs were so scaly and dry and itchy and it was just awful. And she was like, oh, try the body conditioner from Lush. I was like, what the heck is that? So she took me to Lush. And I got this one, which is the, like, I guess liquid cream version of it. Ugh, and it smells so good. It smells like cotton candy. Very sweet cotton candy. So I got this one and the solid version. I haven't tried the solid yet. I've only been using this one so far. But I love it. Like, just even from the first time I used it, I was like, oh my god, my legs feel so much better. So my legs are now like so hydrated and smooth and soft, and it's just fantastic. And I also don't get as much irritation after shaving my legs if I follow up with the body conditioner. So that's really nice also. Next is the Drunk Elephant Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. If you've been here for a while, You might remember this. And you might remember that this was a nope at one point. Listen. I was using it wrong. That's what happened. I was using it wrong. What's my hair doing? We had the Drunk Elephant representative come into our store one day, and I told her that I did not like this. I said, listen, I love the whole brand. This is the only thing I don't like because it made me super dry. And she was like, try this. So she told me to mix it in with my moisturizer and then try it. So I did while I was on vacation. When I was on vacation, my aunt and I went on a cruise. I got pretty sunburnt. I looked like Rudolph. My whole nose was just red and itchy and irritated and peeling and dry. So I was like, I'm gonna try this out. I mixed this in with my moisturizer. Next day, my skin was fantastic. My nose wasn't peeling, it wasn't dry, it wasn't itchy, none of that. I was like, what is the secret? So the next time I saw her, I said, why? Why did it work then? Because when you mix this in with your moisturizer, it essentially, first of all, that's how it activates, kind of. And then it takes all the ingredients that are in your moisturizer and boosts them. So it gives you just an extra boost. Everything does what it's supposed to do, just a little bit better. And then this gives you a little bit more hydration. That's all you, literally, that's all you have to do. You take one pump in your moisturizer and that's it. And you get a little bit more hydration. I was like, how? Why? It's such a tiny thing to do, like one little step, but it's fantastic. So now this is a favorite. Another thing from Drunk Elephant, this is new. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream. This stuff is great. It's in the same packaging as the Lala Retro, where you just push the top down and it comes up out of the top. So there's no waste or anything like that. And I love this stuff. If you thought the Lala Retro was too thick for you, because that one has like a whipped texture, try this one. Much thinner, definitely much thinner, but still very hydrating, and it has all of the peptides in it. 9-signal peptide water lily blend. Fancy way of saying that there's 9 different peptides in here. So this will help with anti-aging also. This stuff is great. I just love Drunk Elephant as a whole. It's probably my favorite skincare brand, but everything is just so good, and I've been loving the Protini. I also love this under makeup because it is thin. It sits on this, like it sinks into the skin better, and makeup sits on top of it really, really nicely. So I've been loving the Protini. The last thing is this necklace that I will insert a better clip of so that you can actually see it. So my birthday was in the month of January. My birthday was on the 10th, and this was my gift from my boyfriend Dean. And oh my god, because, okay, listen, I mentioned Swarovski like once. We were talking about Swarovski. I have a picture in my phone of a necklace I want for my wedding. Anyways, whole big, like, the whole big conversation thing. Some other time, maybe we'll talk about this. Anyway, so we talked about that. And then for my birthday, he got me this necklace, a Capricorn necklace from Swarovski. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't have words. A necklace. Beautiful necklace. And I don't like jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. I'm not a jewelry person. I don't even wear earrings. But I've been wearing this every day since he gave it to me, and it's my new favorite thing ever. I will never stop wearing this necklace. Never. Next, I have some on the fence products. The first is the Clarisonic, what is this actually called? Sonic Foundation Brush Head or something like that. Anyways, I've tried this. I will link my first impression video down below of this, and I'm still just very meh about it. I haven't tried it with a thicker foundation yet, and that's why it's still a meh, like an on the fence and not a favorite or a nope yet, because I haven't tried it with a thicker foundation. But and the more I think about it too, if you don't, I mean, you can only get this if you already have a Clarisonic, for one. And then if you already have the Clarisonic, are you really going to take the time to take off the brush head that you use to clean your face with and put this one on, and then take this one off, and then put the, you know what I mean? Like, there's too many steps involved. I don't want to have to keep taking this off and putting it back on and putting the other one back on, taking the other one off. It's just a lot. The more I think about it, the more that I think this is a hassle. But if I'm completely blown away when I try it, with a thicker foundation, maybe my mind will change about it, but right now it's just a meh. The last thing I don't have to show you, because I wore it in the store and I didn't make myself a sample of it, but it is the NARS, what is it called? Long Wear Natural Finish Foundation. So this is NARS's newest foundation, and I'm about it. Okay. Coverage, wow, lots of coverage. That's a full coverage foundation, not even medium. That's a full coverage foundation. The problem I had with it, first of all, NARS just never matches me because I'm freakishly neutral. Even with what little bit of tan I still have from vacation, NARS doesn't match me very well. But besides that, I'm a little drier than I normally am. I don't know what's going on. My skin's kind of weird. And I put that foundation on and I was like, wow, look at the coverage. And then the more I blended it and then I smoothed it all out, I was like, wow, it looks great. And then I got really close to the mirror and I was like, I look pretty dry. So I would be asking the girls at the store, like, hey, do I look dry? And they'd be like, no, you look fine. And then I'm like, look again. Let me look again. And then I'd get closer and they'd be like, oh yeah, you do look kind of dry. So this might be a foundation that'll work for me when I'm not as dry, when I'm a bit more oily, more normal to oily. Maybe it'll work for me then. But this isn't something that I would suggest for someone who's a bit on the drier side because I think it's just going to accentuate any dryness that you already have. I don't have any like surface dryness or anything, like I don't have patches of dry skin or anything like that. Just the overall look looked dry and I didn't like that. I have two nopes. The first thing I can't show you because I already got rid of all of them that I had, it's the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. So I was going through I was cycling through like 4 mascaras at some point and one of them kept flaking and I was like, which one is flaking? And I figured it out. It's the Marc Jacobs. And it wasn't like, oh, a little flake here and there. It would be like raccoon. I would just have so much flakes everywhere, all over my face. And like, Marc, what are you doing? So like, and then that mascara was it was a nice mascara. I probably wouldn't go out and purchase it myself. It was a nice mascara, but it's just flaking all over the place, everywhere, all day long. Like, it wasn't like, oh, at the end of the day it's flaking. It's like, oh, I've been wearing this for probably not even an hour and I already have flakes everywhere. So, Marc, what are you doing? So that's my first nope. The next one I'm just going to touch on because everyone and their mother has talked about this already, and it is Tarte in general as a brand. I've always liked Tarte, like Tarte's been an okay brand. I never had a problem with them or anything. I loved the Rainforest of the Sea foundation, which I just recently finished. Their Rainforest of the Sea lipsticks are really nice. You know, they're a fine brand in that sense, but after this whole Shape Tape foundation fiasco, for you to basically say, we don't care about you if you are of color, that doesn't sit well with me. I'm of color, but I am lucky, I guess, to be white passing. I can find foundations that match me, even though I'm freakishly neutral, but that's besides the point. The point is, brands make foundations that are my shade. But if I was my person of color, I guess, if I was the color that my ancestors are, I might be having a little bit of trouble. But for Tarte to just basically say, if you are any deeper than tan, we don't care about you, that doesn't sit well with me. So I can't support Tarte anymore. I have some of their stuff still that I am just gonna get rid of because I can't support a brand who is just gonna exclude people like that. I work with a bunch of beautiful women of color, beautiful chocolate women who were just excluded from this line, and I can't support a line who's not going to support girls that I love. So, sorry Tarte, we're done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description. Check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon.